Hello my friends, what's up? A tired Dutchman here. How are all your guys doing? Just been to Graspop. Came home today. A little bit tired. The weather was absolutely phenomenal. A little bit too hot for my taste. And for a lot of people, I think. Yeah, what to say? Saw so many great acts, so many great bands. I think Graspop was really one of the Valhallas when it comes to metal. So many great bands to see, to enjoy, one after the other. It's 4 days, 3.5, to be honest. I arrived Thursday. Let's see what came to pass. So aborted. We're pretty awesome. We're a very tight band. And also at the same evening I saw Philip and Selmo and the Illegals. Now this act, it's kind of a Pantera tribute band. Of course, having Phil and Selmo as a singer really works. I think it's a little bit unfair to compare them, of course, to the original lineup. But these guys really know what they are doing, and Phil and Selmo is really fit nowadays. I think he stopped drinking. I think it's a very wise decision of him. Made, of course, some silly comments when he was drunk. But I think he's sobered up right now. He looked great. Sounded great. You saw he really enjoyed performing and performing on those Pantera tracks. He also said, you know, if you've never seen Pantera, I have seen Pantera like 20 years ago. If you've never seen Pantera, this is a very good substitute, I think. And so again, some of these songs, you know, like Becoming or A New Level, hearing these tracks live, made me feel young again. That's no small feat. What more do we have? Saw Glenn Hughes, bassist of Deep Purple. Really true legend. I'm not the world's biggest Deep Purple fan, but to see that guy live playing those tracks was pretty awesome. It was pretty cool. Death Angel, wow. Going from Glenn Hughes to Death Angel. Death Angel, very tight metal band, was my introduction to them, I think. Very impressive. I'm gonna see them later again this year in the Netherlands. But I've heard many people say that the last album is really great. And they're a fantastic live act. Can really recommend them if you're into thrash metal. What more do we have? We had Candlemass, but they were playing in the afternoon, and I became so tired. I almost fell asleep, so I went back to my tent. So I miss a lot. Of that performance. But you know, when you go to festivals, sometimes you know you have to take a little nap in the afternoon, because otherwise, you know, those days will break you. You know, it's like 30. When it's 30 degrees and you're drinking a lot of alcohol, you know, sometimes a little power nap is all you need. So Anthrax, you know, and they delivered. Lynyrd Skynyrd, yeah, pretty sad for it, because if I understand, this is their final tour. So lucky to see them live, to hear and see Sweet Home Alabama being played. Freebird was absolutely awesome. Very cool to see them. You know, they were on my bucket list. It was so much fun to see them live. Amon Amarth. Amon Amarth is what you see is what you get. This band, of course, has been growing and growing. They have been headlining some festivals and some shows. You know, it is great fun. what you see, it's a band. Is what you see is what you get, and I don't think that's an insult. But if you're looking for a good time, if you like some melodic death metal with a lot of crowd participation and a great live show, look no further. Within Temptation, we had Within Temptation as a headliner, and not Slayer. Now I'm a little bit chauvinistic, of course. Within Temptation is a Dutch band. I heard a lot of people complain that they didn't like the singer Sharon de Nadel, or they didn't like her singing. I thought it was okay. Certainly I enjoyed that set, but let me make one thing clear. Slayer blew them the F away. It wasn't even a contest, as far as I'm concerned. It was, yeah, you know, Slayer's been on their last is busy with their last tour, and I'm a bit of a Slayer fanboy, to be perfectly honest. But Slayer was absolutely fantastic, great set. And they had all the classics. They had Gemini, a very underrated song which I absolutely love. Evil Has No Boundaries of their first album, and of course, you know, my favorite Slayer song, Hell Awaits, Angel of Death, Chemical Warfare, you name it. And it was very cool to see Tom Araya was when the show was over. Tom Araya was paying the crowd there. He was paying respect to us all, and I think he got a little bit emotional. You know, for him, you know, being busy with this final tour. They have been doing this for like decades, you know, and then they have to quit. I believe it's pretty hard on them. They were the best band of the entire festival, in my humble opinion. They blew everyone away. No contest. More of that later in this video about headliners. That was Friday. Of course, there's some other bands here and there, but I'll stick to the main points. Saturday we had a Hailstorm, with an absolutely charismatic female singer, male-female. Who cares if she's male-female? Silly, but she has incredible range, great on stage charisma, and if you're looking for a great hard rock band, which really works, they play a lot of shows, which really works hard, you know. I can fully recommend Hailstorm. Really hard workers. Behemoth. Yeah, absolutely one of my favorite bands, and I think also with the cases with their singer Nurgle, absolutely one of the most charismatic singers working in metal today. Great show, you know. These guys have been around for so long. They know how to deliver. You know, absolutely great live band, Behemoth. We had Trivium. We had Slash with Miles Kennedy. Godsmack, also Godsmack. Great live band. You could really see them having fun. Disturbed. Disturbed was pretty cool. Not really one of my favorites, but I thought that they delivered live. A lot of crowd interaction, and took a moment to pay respect to Chester Bennington. It was kind of a nice touch, you know. He really took the time to mention people who were having trouble with addiction or having trouble with depression. I think it's good, you know, to mention that. You know, I think most people have struggled with not especially with those things, but I think everyone struggled in his life with different things. It's old school, you know. We have to, go on with our lives, you know, and handle all the silly things. Sometimes you need a little help from each other. Can't do it all by yourself. That's just my opinion. Sorry for just for mentioning this. I'll shut up about this. I had to choose between Lamb of God and King Diamond, and I've already seen Lamb of God twice, so I went for King Diamond. Didn't know what to expect, because to be perfectly honest, I didn't know anything about King Diamond. Didn't know his style of music, didn't know anything. He gives a great live show, great live performance. It's like one big, it's like one big theater stage when he's performing. So very entertaining, very good live act. So it's absolutely awesome to see him live. And then we had Slipknot. It was my 5th time seeing Slipknot live. Incredible aggressive set. Great live show. Started with all the classics from old and from their later period in their career. You know, I saw Slipknot the first time they played in the Netherlands, like 20 years ago or something. And you know, they're survivors. They know how to adapt. They know how to change their style once in a while. They have grown, but aggression stays the same. I think they are suitable as headliner. Of course, Corey Taylor is one of the best singers, the best metal singers in the business working today. With Slipknot, you know, some people look down on them. I really like them, new metal or not, who cares how you call it. I think they have pretty cool variety in their songs, but you know, very aggressive on stage. But the way I like it, and I think they knocked it. I think they knocked it out of the park. Certainly one of the best bands there. Final day, we had on a Sunday. I had to choose between Gojira and Flash God Apocalypse, and I chose Flash God Apocalypse. Always, I have already seen Gojira twice, and I really liked the last album of Flash God Apocalypse, so I gave them a shot. They immediately started with the Violation. Oh, that was so awesome. Sorry. Yeah, really an upcoming band. They've been around for quite a while, but they are growing and growing, and they know how to give a show. Very fast, very violent. Of course, with a female singer, brings a lot of depth to their performance. One of my highlights, absolutely, Equilibrium. Great melodic death metal band. Really enjoyed the hell of it. Really know how to play the crowd. Also awesome performance. We have Whitesnake and Def Leppard, 2 great classic rock bands. Really honored. I never saw them both live, so it's also absolutely awesome to see these 2 legends on stage. When I looked around, you saw many young people, old people singing along. You know, that's the way I like it. You know, with different generations. You know, just enjoying the hell out of the festival, enjoying the hell out of those bands who have been around for decades. You know, great atmosphere. Rob Zombie. I thought I didn't know many of his songs, but when he was on stage, I really could sing along to a couple of them. Also, really a survivor who's been around for such a long time. It was a great live show, great effects. Sabaton. Sabaton, I think, also has been the headliner to some shows and concerts and festivals. Not really my thing. It's also a band who's what you see is what you get. They give a great live performance with a lot of special effects, choirs, explosions, you name it. I like them. I don't think it's gonna be one of my favorite bands. Not just that kind of power metal. Just isn't really my style. Yeah, that's just me. After Sabaton was like halfway done, I went to see Cradle of Filth. Now I have known the name Cradle of Filth for like 20 years. When I was young, I knew some people really liked them. Never been into them. I didn't know any. I'll show you one better. I didn't even know one of their songs. When I walked into the tent and they were playing, wow, that guy, what is it? It's called Danny Furt, right? Danny Furt? Whatever. Man, that guy can scream. I don't know what you can call that kind of style of metal that they're playing. Maybe symphonic deathcore or whatever. Thrown in with some blackened metaphor could use. But what I saw, you know, did enjoy it. Very aggressive, very intense. I certainly watched that show for like 45 minutes and really enjoyed the hell out of it. Really surprised by that band. Did not expect I would like them. And finally we had Kiss with their last tour. I had never seen them before. You know, I have to be honest. I really went to see Kiss so I could say that I have seen Kiss live. I don't have anything with their music. I really have respect for them. You know, another band which has been around for decades. You know, they're still performing. Their light show is phenomenal. Fireworks, fire, big television screens, you name it. They throw everything they have at you. But you know, their music, it's for me, it never resonated. But you know, they're legends. Even if I don't necessarily like them. You have to be honest about that. Maybe think a suitable closer for the festival. But what makes me a little bit worried is the headliners. Soon they will disappear. You know. It was Kiss last time. Lynyrd Skynyrd, Slayer. So those are big names. You know. I really hope that we're gonna have some worthy substitutes. But I don't know, man. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. It's an entirely different generation. I understand that, but I mean, you know, with those albums they were last because of course they already sold so many albums. You know, who buys CDs nowadays? Those bands were just so big. And again with Slayer, man. There's never gonna be another Slayer. You've heard it here first. Slayer was absolutely my highlight, you know. Now that's a headliner. These guys are pushing 60. Oh, that's the entire the aggressiveness of it all. It was so fast, so heavy, so intense. I'm a Slayer fanboy. Sue me. I don't care. Slayer was the best band of Graspop. If you were there this year, let me know what you guys think. But I think Slayer blew everybody away. Let me know. Alright guys, that was my review of Graspop. It's a great festival, very well organized, you know. Buses come and go, you know, not very long lines for waiting for your drinks or something like that. Everything runs pretty smoothly. So can fully recommend it if you want to have a good time. And it's a must if you're a metal enthusiastic like myself. Let me know. Hope you enjoyed the review. Sorry, I'm a little bit broken down. Sorry. Love you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Hope to see you there next year. If you've been in this year, tell me what you think about this edition. I'll be there next year for the 25th anniversary of the festival. Looking forward to seeing you there, my friends. Let me know. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, click on the like button. Subscribe if you like what I do. If you want to, you can support me on Patreon. That would be awesome. I promise I will do this for the rest of my life. See you soon, my friends. Bye bye.